welcome to episode 91 of our Family Travel Australia series. This week we complete our Sturt Steps adventure, departing Packsaddle for Broken Hill and a couple of starry nights at one of our favourite off-grid campsites, the Living Desert. We tick off another bucket list item and head to Menindee to witness the floodwaters flowing into the lakes for the first time in years. The energy produced by the force of the water is a rare and incredible sight to see. We set up camp at a new favourite spot on the water at Copi Hollow and enjoy a great lunch at the Maiden Hotel, a significant landmark of the Burke and Wills expedition of 1860. Plus, we spend a great day exploring Kinchega National Park and enjoy a cruise on the lakes before making our way back to Mildura. Be sure to subscribe and join us for all of the adventure.
Now, this is an unexpected rainy day.
Yes.
And here she comes. It's pitched up. Packsaddle.
Muddy, wet. This is amazing.
Unbelievable. It started raining, I think, at like 4 a.m. and it's now 8 a.m. We're about to literally depart towards Broken Hill, and it has not stopped raining.
No, it's friendly rain though, isn't it? Like, it's just really gentle, friendly rain. Not aggressive rain.
There you go. Friendly rain. Fat, chubby rain. Let's call it that.
Bed and hood head. Have you got bed head? Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Caravan head.
I got bed and hood head.
The hat. All right, let's do it, family. Broken Hill. We love it.
Here we go.
Those window wipers on. Ah. It's raining in the desert. Where are we headed, Jasperini?
We're heading to Menindee Lakes.
Yes, that's right. And we have been looking forward to this for quite a while, since we saw that wonderful ABC news report of the lakes, literally floodgates opening and pouring into a lake bed that has been dry for years. So awesome. It should be quite a good sight to check out. And we'll have a little bit of downtime as well. We'll have a couple of days just to breathe, have a couple of fires. You're laughing because you don't think we ever stop there. Anyway, we enjoyed a couple of nights after leaving Corner Country, getting back to Broken Hill. We decided to head back to the Living Desert because we just loved this place.
How good is the Living Desert, Jasper?
So good.
I think it's my favourite campsite in and around the Broken Hill region. It's just awesome.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We also got those incredible star laps
sky.
through the sky. Just awesome. And it's good because it's just close enough to town still. It's only 12 kilometres out of Broken Hill, so
Yeah.
you're not that isolated. We'll actually put a link there, so if you haven't seen the episode that contains all the information about the living desert and the primitive campsite, check that out. You will love it. You'll want to book there and head out.
Yeah.
But for now, it is 110 kilometres to Menindee.
Yes.
Fully bitumened road, which is great. And looking forward to staying here at a little place called Copi Hollow.
Yeah.
I hope I said that right.
It conjures up these like real tropical Hawaiian kind of holiday vibes for me.
Not sure about that. We'll see. It could be surprising. Could be another oasis in the outback. All right, Jasper, you ready to kick on?
Bye.
Bye. What a way to start the day. 13 degrees, a little bit chilly on the willy, isn't it, Jasper? That's all right. We're rugged up though. The sun is shining. It's going to get to a top of 18 degrees. Perfect.
Beautiful. Look at this day.
Menindee Lakes. We've been looking forward to this. It's going to be a pretty full day.
Yeah, I think so.
That's okay. Yeah, we get the tunes out. There we go.
Yeah.
Get rid of those. But we are going to actually go and stop into the Maiden Hotel, a very famous pub, part of the Burke and Will story. Bit of a tragic ending, that one, but we'll go and learn a little bit about that.
It's also reputed to be the second oldest continuous running pub in New South Wales. There you go.
Anyone know
Built
what
in
the
1860, I think.
anyone know what the first one is?
Might have to Google it.
It's probably the Peel Inn in Nundor. There you go. The challenge is out there. We're also going to go on a river cruise to check out the lakes, a little bit more of the history and how they were formed naturally and then really encouraged to be what they are now through man-made damming and weirs, and quite an amazing achievement.
Really intricate system.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to learning about that. And then I think we're going to finish the afternoon with a beautiful sunset fire. What about some marshmallows?
I'm looking forward to that already.
Up for that?
Oh yeah, I've got marshmallows.
The tongue out is yes. We'll take that as a positive sign. All right, let's do this, gang. Here we go.
Bye.
Bye, Jasperini. Don't hit anything on the way out.
Not the new Caravan.
And we'll tell you a little bit about this Caravan part 2 this afternoon over Avino, because it's very cool. All right, here we go. Bye. Alright, cheers. Here we go. What a full day that was.
Yeah, it sure was, but awesome.
Amazing. Okay, so when we left this morning, nice and early, nice and chilly, we headed straight over to the township of Menindee, which is only 13 kilometres up the road from where we're staying here at the absolutely beautiful Copi Hollow Caravan Park. And Menindee is literally surrounded by these epic, and I mean epic, lakes that are filling fast.
Yeah, they sure are. I think when they are full, this lake system, the 4 main lakes, cover an area
of 457 square kilometres.
It is that huge. And not until you're actually standing there looking across one of these lakes, or you're actually out on the water, can you really fathom the actual size. Incredible. Okay, so we headed from Menindee Township, just literally 400 metres out of town is a turn-off to Kinchega. Kinchega. Jeez! And then we headed straight for Kinchega National Park. Kinchega. Jeez! How can I still not say Kinchega? Kinchega? Kinchega.
No N.
Oh my God.
Only in the first bit.
Right, try again. Here we go. So as we headed out of town, literally 400 metres on the left-hand side is the entrance to Kinchega National Park. I got it right that time, didn't I? Okay, now the National Park does have park fees, and there is an information hut which is really well set out for you to stop and pay your fees. And check this out. This is what happened. Okay. Kinchega National Park here at Menindee Lakes. This is pretty cool setup. They've got a bit of a shaded information area in here. All the history of the lakes, Burke and Wills, all the different explorers that have used these lakes. There's a great map. And those 4 lakes combined are much bigger than we had expected. So we're pretty keen to get out there and get around and check them all out. When you come in here, this is where you pay your national park fees or your camping fees. You just come over here. Should be here. Yep. Envelope in here. There we go. The vehicle pass fee is what you want to stick on your window. You take that top bit off and you put your cash in there. It's $8 a vehicle. For camping fees, they've actually got this area called River Drive, and the campsites, I think there's about 34 of them, and they're known as premier sites. So I'm sure we'll be able to check out some campers down there, but they look absolutely amazing as far as prime positions. It's $6 an adult per night. It's pretty cheap, isn't it? $3.50 for kids, and if you're Jasper or you're under 5, then it's free. But good to note, at this particular national park there is no pay wave, which isn't good if you don't have any cash. So let's go see if we can pay online or what the deal is. Ask Katie. Cash only.
Oh, alright, well, let's look online, see if we can pay online.
See, great minds think alike. Well, I might be able to scrounge up some of Jasper's piggy bank money. Don't tell him.
I heard that.
Oh. Oops. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dad said, I told you we were going to break into the piggy bank.
4.
This is my piggy
Well, let's use
bank
all of this
stuff.
stuff.
No, it's not. It's all good, mate. This is just the car parking change. Okay, so that's a good point. You can pay online, but you then have to buy an annual membership. We think an annual membership is great value and worth doing, but we're on our way out of New South Wales, to be honest. So unless you're really going to be using it, then pay as you go would be a good idea. Come on, wifey, how you going? Unbelievable.
We're going to do it.
Imagine the guy when he comes to collect this. It's going to be like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
There we go. All right, coins in there. Steve, I don't think it's going to close. All right, hang on, we're going to take this bit off. That bit got to go in the car, doesn't it? Oh, jeez, that didn't go so well. Here we go. Easy.
Yeah. This is what not to do when visiting a national park.
God, it's getting worse. God. Okay, oh, I meant to write on that bit too. Quick. There you go. Presto. All right. A little bit of DNA.
Really?
That's it. Look at that. Oh, hey. All right, go put this in. G'day guys, how are you? Oh good, I don't think that's going to fit. How am I going to do this? Maybe there's another way. No, that's nice.
A very big hole. Insert money here. Oh my god.
The just so you know, the actual envelope did not fit. It was too fat with all of our 5-cent pieces. So anyway, so we're just going to pour it in. They'll figure it out.
I like how you say pour when you're putting in like one piece at a time because the slot's so tiny.
It's a cashless society, don't these people know? Dead set, dead set. Yeah. I mean, it's like, oh, I've got an $8 note in my back pocket. Think about it, National Parks, what are you thinking? Okay, so it does pay to carry a little bit of cash with you.
Yeah, maybe not 5 and 10 cent pieces.
Unbelievable. Gosh, there were another couple there that were actually doing exactly the same thing, except they had, at least they had 50-cent pieces. Okay, so once we were about to leave there, we ran into the park ranger, and he thought it was quite funny that we were paying with 5-cent pieces, so that was a good laugh for him as well. But it was great to speak to him and get an idea of the lay of land, and he gave us some good tips on direction and where to go first. So our first stop was to actually drive along an area called River Drive, which has these amazing premium waterfront sites on the Darling River.
Oh, incredible sites that you can book and choose from. And it was such a beautiful drive that meandered along the riverbank. Hot tip, our favourites as we drove along were sites 11 and 18, but in all honesty, they're all fantastic.
They are all fantastic, but they were definitely the pick that we both agreed on, and Jasper even thought that was pretty good as well.
Yeah.
There's also loads of emus. Wasn't it great? The amount of wildlife. I mean, there's kangaroos everywhere, and we've seen plenty of roos as we've been getting around here, but to see that many emus, and it's like they don't really get bothered by vehicles at all. So yeah, slow down, but enjoy that, because it's a wonderful sight to see wildlife out there in the natural environment. From the River Drive, we headed straight over to quite an historic site called the Woolshed.
This was such a refreshing surprise for something to be so well preserved in a public access space.
Yeah, it is literally as though they downed tools one day and they only took their hand pieces, and then the rest of the gear was left behind in this very large shearing shed. In fact, it's so large that during its time of operation, they shore over 6 million sheep. Or should I say 6 million sheep were shorn. There you go.
That is right. And previous to this being the national park, Kinchega was a sheep station. 800,000 hectares. It stretched from Menindee all the way north of Broken Hill and out to the South Australian border. So this property was incredible, and then was taken over by National Parks and Wildlife in the 1960s.
Yeah, I mean, to think about a land mass of that size is kind of hard to imagine, isn't it? But you can see why there were so many sheep shorn there. Okay, so after we left Kinchega National Park, we headed back into town for a very famous pub lunch at the Maiden Hotel.
That's right, made famous by Burke and Wills and their fateful expedition exploring this area of Australia. I have to say, it was one of the best tasting and also value pub meals that we have had on the road.
Yes, definitely. It exceeded our expectation. And Katie had the vegetable curry. It was burning hot.
Yeah, it was good.
It was so good. So that's our tip for the best meal on the menu there. It's a really great location too, because unfortunately in 1999 they had a fire there that burnt down the back half of the pub, but all the front accommodation where Burke and Wills apparently stayed, that is still all there. It still remains, but the rest of it burnt down. Fortunately, they were able to save the post that Burke and Wills actually engraved an arrow marker into to give the direction to the rest of the expedition team to know which way they were travelling.
Cool.
Yeah, so that was a good bit of history that they saved there. But friendly staff, great meal, cold beer, and yeah, make sure you include that when you visit this area. All right, after lunch, we headed out along the dusty red road that I have to say is in incredibly good condition.
As was all of the roads within the national park.
Yeah, very, very well maintained, all fully graded. So really, to see that many two-wheel drive vehicles getting out and about as well, it makes it very accessible for everyone. From there, we headed straight out to our river cruise on board the River Lady.
Yeah, this was great. It's a small vessel, takes 25 people. We did an hour cruise up the river. You can BYO drinks and nibbles, and it really just gives you an appreciation for how much water is out here in this lake system and the beautiful bird life that calls it home.
And it's really relaxing. I mean, it's narrated by the captain of the vessel for the entire hour with some really interesting facts, some history, all of the storylines, the cultural history as well. There's scar trees to look at. And as you mentioned, the bird life is outstanding. But as I said, relaxing. And the guy behind me actually fell asleep. And yeah, he did.
Well, Jasper even enjoyed a nice cuddle with you.
Yeah, look, it was a really beautiful environment to get out on. It is $40 a head. Jasper was free, so as a ticket price, it's a little bit up there, but to be actually out on the water in that environment with a fully guided tour, I think it's great.
And cash on board, which is another good tip. So make sure that you do have your cash with you and don't get caught out.
From there, we headed over to check out the Burke and Wills campsite.
Yeah, this was great. Again, another beautiful camping area right on the waterfront with plenty of space. There was lots of people camping there. Lots of history here too. This was the site of the camp set up for the Burke and Wills expedition. So there are some significant markers there and a lot of information.
Something that we read about was that just across the road on the main lake system, there is an incredible amount of space for free camping. There aren't any facilities on that side, however. So if you want a hot shower and some other amenities, you need to be camping on the Burke and Wills side. But as soon as you cross the road, I tell you what, you are going to get the most spectacular sunset I think that you will ever see.
Yep, absolutely beautiful. Again, super waterfront with a nice little sandy beach on the lakefront. And we did see plenty of vans still camping.
Look, we've been told that there can be up to 800 campers along this actual waterfront, so there is plenty of room. Our final destination for the day was the real reason why we actually came here, and that was to check out the water absolutely bursting through the weir at Lake Menindee.
This was incredible, and I'm not sure what I expected, but I didn't expect this, and the volume of water that is being released into Lake Menindee that we've been told has been dry for almost 8 years was just spectacular to see.
And to arrive there and be the only ones to witness this epic event happening for that small window of about 15 minutes was an incredible experience for all of us as a family. The shots that we were able to pick up from the drone, again, incredible. The bird life, and just feel the power of that water actually rushing through that weir. Until you're standing there and you can actually feel that energy, it's it is, as you said, quite remarkable.
It was. I was holding on to Jasper.
Truly such a wonderful way to round out a full day, and although we're hitching up tonight, getting ourselves ready to head off early tomorrow morning, we've decided that we're going to head back and give it one more look, because it truly is one of these once in a lifetime opportunities. It's a pretty rare event to see the water actually filling Menindee Lake like this. Okay, so there is loads of options as far as camping, from free camping, national park camping, to Copi Hollow where we're staying. We feel like we have jagged the best campsite actually here in this park. Isn't it fantastic?
I love it here. It is so beautiful. You are surrounded by water. We've got this incredible sunset happening behind us. And this park is actually owned and operated by the Speedboat Club of Broken Hill. And the lake is used for those speedboat activities, but they have so kindly set aside a small campsite area with powered and unpowered sites for the public to enjoy.
I feel like they've given the public travelling tourists the prime real estate, really. I mean, the lawns are so well kept. As you said, it's completely surrounded by water. You've got these fire pits, all of these beautiful shady trees, and that outlook across the water to watch all of those pelicans feeding. It is really beautiful.
The caretakers, Steve and Kelly, have done such a great job. What I love is that they were campers here a few years ago, fell in love with this place, and when they saw the position available, they had to come back, and so they lovingly caretake for this caravan park, and I can totally understand that. This is up there with one of our favourite places to stay based on how beautiful the natural environment is.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's a place on our must-return list, isn't it? Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com.au. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes, our monthly Go RV magazine articles and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family, and happy trails.
Traveling at 17. Just getting ready for my blue storm. It's heading this way direction. But
Alright, you better hold on to that outside wire so you don't fall off.
Well, lucky my boat can't fall. Because it's got the power to stay ship shape. But it rocks a bit because it's just the main ship that doesn't fall down. This is a zip line for my parrot up there.
You've got a parrot?
Up there! On the flag.
What do you say?
Whoa, do you want to come along? When I Willie. Site number 10, beautiful spot. Site number 11, beautiful spot. Site number 12, beautiful spot. Site number 13, beautiful spot.
They're all beautiful.
Site number 14. Ugh.
No, they're all amazing actually. Fantastic sights on the river.
Still on that one. Doesn't really swivel.
Yeah, and this is where Burke and Will sat. Not quite. If you're ready, say woohoo!
Woohoo!
Beautiful day for a cruise.